Morning, folks. Morning, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is nikymus, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new, on this channel I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us. Give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. So in this video, I'm going to talk about spiritual attacks, and I'm going to request you guys, chosen ones, to listen very, very attentively to this video. And this video has been basically inspired by the events that transpired in those days that I met the spiritual narcissist. So basically, a lot of you guys, chosen ones, most of you are wondering. You guys have been hearing about the devil. You have been hearing about these kind of things, evil things, and you might have noticed that a lot of people think when someone talks about evil, when someone talks about the devil, they think that someone refers to somebody who is going to come around dressed in a black cloth and looking like some kind of a beast or things like that. I'll guarantee you guys, the devil is using the people next to you. So the devil mostly manifests through the people around you. And again, these will always be the people that you know. These will be your parents. These will be your relationship partners. These will be the friends you encounter on a daily basis. It may be your workmates. So the devil operates through this kind of individuals. Most of the cases, you may have encountered those guys without knowing it. And those guys have been attacking you on a very much more spiritual level. So there is one particular event I remember. There was a time I was with the greater narcissist in those early days. So in one night, I remember one particular night, we went to sleep. And for some reason, we happened to have the same dream. Now you can tell me, guys, for you guys out there, you can tell me what are the chances that you go to sleep, and eventually you happen to have a similar dream like the person next to you. A similar dream, you dream about the same stuff. Now in my life, of course, I've never had that kind of experience, and it was the very first time actually I was able to recognize that there was something extremely fishy about this particular individual. So in the next morning, I confronted that particular person, and I told her that actually that individual was the first one to tell me about the dream they had. And shockingly, the dream was similar to my dream. I was like, okay, you dreamt about this. I had a similar dream. You know what I mean? So these particular individuals, chosen ones, you have got to know, you guys, like I've always mentioned, you guys have got a very, very big purpose ahead of you. You're individuals with a very big purpose. You're individuals with light. But most of the times, these particular individuals, they are sent your way not by coincidence. So those guys, they all of a sudden appear. They want to be your boyfriends. They want to be your girlfriends. They want to marry you. They want to be your best friends and things like that. But I can guarantee you, behind closed doors, those particular individuals have got a completely different agenda. An agenda that is meant to take you out of existence. So a lot of you guys, that's why you see there is so many things you're trying to do. Because the chosen ones, even before you awaken, a chosen one is a person who knows that there is something deeper, a deeper meaning to life than what they have always been used to. So they know that there's something deeper they have got to do. Maybe some of them have not yet really awakened to that truth of what is going on, but they know intuitively they know there is something deeper they're here to do. But the reason why most of the guys have failed to achieve the things that they're meant to achieve, that is because the people that is around them, there's a very big network of evil guys and evil individuals around you, and those individuals, they're attacking you on a daily basis. And it is exactly why you see a lot of things you're trying to do, they're not coming to fruition. Whatever it is you want to try, it doesn't matter whether you want to try to go to finish your course, you want to graduate, you want to do your license, you want to do this and that, is so many things are going to come along your way, and all of those things that you're planning for your life, they're going to be blocked, not knowingly. Those individuals that are next to you, the individuals, some of them you sleep with them, they are the individuals who are attacking you on a spiritual level. So those events of the spiritual narcissist, those dreams kept on coming on and on, they kept on going on and on. So it's like every single night I would wake up, of course, in the middle of the night, having had a nightmare. I would see some kind of beasts. I would see some kind of very funny things. I would understand that there were some things I would dream about that weren't making sense and weren't adding up. And those are the dreams I never had before. You know what I mean? So those kind of individuals, for most of you guys, chosen ones. Of course, when I'm talking about the spiritual narcissist, I also understand that there's also chosen ones who are involved with also religious narcissists. So you will see those religious narcissists, some of them the pastors in those churches, some of the guys you go to church with them, they have got a Bible next to their bed. Sometimes you're going to sleep and they're reading you the scriptures. They're telling you about Jesus, they're telling you about God, they're telling you about all these kind of things. And at the same time, they're going to church. But the things they are doing outside church, they are completely contradictory to the things that are of God. So the chosen ones, people will always target you. They have always targeted you, and they will always keep on targeting you, because those individuals, they are particularly meant to stop you from your path and to block your path and to stop you from your journey. Because chosen ones, you already have a journey ahead of you. And the spiritual attacks come in so many ways. You know what I mean? So for you to understand that you're being attacked spiritually, number one, you're going to pay very, very close attention to your dreams. Chosen ones, it's very important to pay very close attention to your dreams. In my videos, I've always said it is important for you guys to have a dream journal next to you. You wake up in the morning, the very first thing you do, you write down exactly what you have dreamed, especially if you have got that feeling, that inner feeling that you're being attacked spiritually. Because you see, the chosen ones will know. The chosen ones, they can read the spiritual realm. They understand, they can decode, and they can cipher the spiritual realm. Those things that are happening in your dream, you have got to pay very close attention, because most of the cases when you're going to sleep, it is exactly when you're vulnerable to this kind of attacks. So a lot of you guys have been hearing about people who are doing voodoo, people who are doing witchcraft, people who are doing all these kind of things, black magic and everything. Those individuals, people, let me tell you something. Those individuals, they are sent your way. They are sent to destroy you, because they know the light that you hold within. And those individuals, they work for the devil. So they are sent your way to do all these small little things to you. Where it can be little, it can be big, but they are sent to do all these kind of evil things to you, because they are meant to block your path and to stop you from your journey, because they already know on a spiritual level what journey is ahead of you. All those things I used to hear before. The great narcissist was like, do you know that you're a very beautiful person and you don't even know it? It is one of the things that used to confirm me. So those individuals on a very spiritual level, they really know who you are. You know what I mean? They know who you are, and they know what you're capable of. They know that the light that you hold within. So when they come into your life, what they do, they will make sure that they dim your light. Whatever it is you're trying to do, they are going to make sure that they block whatever it is you're trying to do. It doesn't matter where you're trying to go. You might have a meeting and all of a sudden you're going to see them, they're going to tell you, oh, you know what, the meeting has been postponed. The meeting has been adjourned. The meeting has been cancelled. There is so many things personally I try to achieve in my journey. First, in the early days of my journey, so many things I try to achieve. I try to do my license. I try to do this. I try to do that. I try to start so many different kinds of businesses. I remember one particular day back then, that was in the Netherlands, when I used to live in the Netherlands before. So I got the idea of trying to start up a business. This was like a CD in those days, in the 2000s, in the mid 2000s. Those days, the CDs, those kind of CDs and the recorders were very popular. So I used to sell some records. I would do these things at home, and I would sell them to my friends. So one day, I remember, I was going to sell those CDs. And this particular individual, of course, came from nowhere and started looking at my stuff, started to touch my stuff, and started to say all these kind of things. Only for me to realize that actually later on, a couple of minutes down the road when I left the house and I went to on my way to go sell this kind of these my items. That is exactly when I had the car accident. And of course, when I got that accident, everything came back to me. Then I was like, now I remember when I was leaving the house. I remember this particular individual came around. They started to play with my stuff, my items that I was going to sell, and they were speaking some kind of things. So a lot of these guys, they are very evil people, chosen ones. And those individuals, they don't want you to do anything for yourself. They don't want to. First of all, number one, it is very important that they do not want you to discover who you are. They know who you are on a spiritual level. They can see what you're capable of, and they can see that light that shines within you. But for them, it is very important that you do not discover that. Especially, you see, the problem with the chosen ones, a lot of chosen ones around the world, they're not awakened. So many of them, they're just wondering, why is it like they are struggling with so many things? Why is it that they're trying to go from point A to point B? And for some reason, they find all forms of blockages. They just don't know what is going on, but a lot of things are getting blocked and they cannot proceed to do whatever it is they want to do. But the awakened chosen one, because eventually a chosen one has got to awaken. Whether you like it or you don't know, you don't like it, whether you know it or you don't know, a chosen one will come to that point where they are going to awaken to the truth of who they really are. They are going to awaken. And the very moment they awaken, that is exactly the moment they are going to start taking back their power. So for a chosen one to ascend successfully, in this video, just to let you know, guys, the chosen one to ascend is going to take you, number one, is going to require you, first of all, you're going to awaken. You're going to awaken to the truth of who you are. And when you do that, that is exactly when you're going to come to the realization of the power that you hold within. And that is when you're going to know that these particular individuals who have been around you, a lot of them, they have always been trying to attack you spiritually. They have been trying to attack you. Some of them, shockingly, they didn't even know how they did it and why they were doing it. But for some reason, they were meant to do something to you that would stop you and block you from ascending and to carry on whatever it is you want to do. I've seen so many chosen ones on my channel who have come out and they've been like, oh, you know what, I've been trying to open that business. I've been trying to go to school. I've been trying to get my license. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to do that. And for some reason, every now and then, they're going to be procrastinating. You know what I mean? They're going to be procrastinating. They don't believe in themselves. Some of them, they have been beaten down so hard that they have already lost their self-esteem. They don't know what they're capable of. And they don't know the power that they hold within. So a lot of individuals around you guys is going to be shocking to you. The very moment you start waking up to the deep illusion, because I call it an illusion, because all these guys around you, most of the guys you think, they've got your best interest. Most of those people you think they're your best friends and your relatives and things like that. Most of them, guys, I can guarantee you, a lot of those individuals, they're working for the devil. Some of them, they know. If you're talking about the religious narcissist and the spiritual narcissist, yes, they know what they are doing and they know they know exactly what they're all about. But for those ones who are the lesser ones, the amateur ones or something like that, they don't really know. So most of the time they're just doing things subconsciously. Because these attacks, they are subconscious. It's on a very, very subconscious level. You know what I mean? So they know that you're better than them. You will see them sometimes. You're proving some things that they do not know, they do not have within them. You're proving a power that they do not hold within them, and they somehow feel like you're a threat at some extent. To some extent, you're a threat to them, and that is the reason why you see they're going to block you in every way, subconsciously. And again, I'm saying subconsciously, they are going to block you. And it's going to be more dangerous and more frustrating for you when you're sleeping with these individuals in the same bed. These are your wives, husbands, things like that. You sleep in the same bed, you eat on the same plates, you know, you sit on the same couch. Those particular individuals, the only thing and the only reason they are into your life, I can guarantee you, and I'm going to say it again and again, a chosen one, a lot of you guys have been involved with a lot of toxic individuals in your environments, in your vicinities. There's a lot of them, your neighbors, partners, wives, husbands, best friends, relatives, parents. It is the most shocking thing that is going to make you become more aware when you wake up and you realize that actually a lot of individuals have been around you. They've been energy vampires. A lot of them. It is a big shocker, guys, and it's unbelievable. For you to wake up and realize that there is so many people along your path who have been every now and then in your journey, along your path, you've always met them. It's just because now that probably you're now starting to get aware and become more aware of them. So many of them have been in your path, and so many of them have been a part of your failures, your shortcomings, the things that you've noticed you've not been, that you have noticed that you haven't been able to achieve, the things that you've always wanted to achieve and you weren't able to achieve. You're going to start looking around you and the people around you, and those are the guys those are the guys you are going to first unmask upon your awakening. That is when you're going to unmask a lot of individuals, and eventually you're going to start deleting and removing them out of your life one by one. So a chosen one, for you to ascend, it is important to know that there is people you have got to let go. A lot of these individuals, whether they know it, whether they don't know it, because a lot of these attacks happen subconsciously. So a lot of people have been along your journey, they have always been attacking you subconsciously without even having to realize this. And it is important for you guys to know those are the individuals they have got to go. Chosen ones, for you to ascend, you have got a very big journey ahead of you. For you to be able to ascend to higher levels and higher states of consciousness, you have got to understand that it is okay to let people go. People who are not of your highest good and people who do not mean you well. It is okay to let them go and release them completely out of your life. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. Sometimes you're releasing your parents, your own parents that you've known for all your life. You're releasing them because finally you can see them. The mask has slipped. You wake up, chosen ones, I will guarantee you, you're looking beyond the veil. And the mask will start sleeping in so many kinds of individuals around you. You are going to know, guys, it's going to be shocking. Spiritual attacks, they are common. When it comes to a chosen one, they are common because those individuals, they never come into your life by coincidence. They will pretend that it's a miracle. They will come around, they will say, oh, you know what, I was looking for someone like you. I've been looking around, I've been looking everywhere. Finally, God brings us together. They are going to start mirroring you, your twin flames, your soulmates, your own relatives. Some of them, they have never spoken to you before, but all of a sudden you see them, they're starting to show up in your life. They're pretending that they want the best for you. They're trying to find you a job. They're trying to find you a new job. They're trying to find you a new home. But in return, they want something from you. On a very, very deep level, subconsciously, they want something from you. So to do that, they have got to, first of all, bring you closer, and then eventually find a way how they can sneak in and get something from you or take something out of you. Even most of the cases, worst case scenario, stop you from your growth. Chosen ones, do not be surprised that there is so many things you've been trying to achieve along your journey. You've been trying to start up a church. If you're too much into religion and this kind of, maybe you want to open up your own church. You want to start your clothing line. You want to open up your shop. You want to open up your label. But for some reason, you cannot go further. You are blocked. You can't go further. It's not by coincidence, chosen ones. It's not a coincidence. Just look around you, very close to you. People, you'll be surprised. The people who are attacking you spiritually. And the people who are doing all these kind of things to you. I've had a lot of you guys on my channel, they've been talking about witchcraft. Someone did them witchcraft. Someone do voodoo. Someone do this. Someone do that. Black magic. A lot of this underground work. It's a spiritual. All these are spiritual practices. When we're talking about black magic, witchcraft, and all this kind of voodoo stuff and everything, all those are spiritual things that people are attacking you spiritually. They're attacking you psychically. So they are psychic attacks as well. And a lot of those individuals, they do those things in so many kinds of ways. For me, who has been able to meet the spiritual narcissist, I'll guarantee you that I saw these kind of things in so many kinds of ways. I would see these things on a daily basis. You will find spiritual narcissists, they want to meditate with you, They want to do a meditation practice with you. But the very moment you start meditation, Of course, if you're not much aware about this, when you start the meditation, you become vulnerable, because remember, now you're shutting down your conscious mind and your subconscious mind is taking over. And that is exactly what they need for them to be able to attack you on a very spiritual level. So they will use even sometimes meditation to attack you. I've seen chosen ones I've had chosen ones who have had experiences in the night. They see all of a sudden they feel as if there's an entity lying next to them. Some of them have gone into sleep paralysis, and actually I'm going to do a video about the sleep paralysis and exactly what is going on. So the sleep paralysis is also the spiritual attack. The sleep paralysis is also a psychic attack. So I will do a very lengthy video on that, because I remember somebody asked me about the sleep paralysis and where it comes from. So there's guys who have been sleeping in the night, just open their eyes, and sometimes they are seeing like a dark entity standing next to their bed. Sometimes they will see particular individuals who have teleported from wherever they are. These guys can be in the United States, they can be in Africa, they can be somewhere. And all of a sudden you open your eyes and you see them in the night. They're standing next to you. They are coming there to attack you spiritually. So whatever it is, wherever they are doing some kind of things. They are doing some kind of witchcraft, and they're doing some kind of black magic and all these kind of things. And for some reason, you see them physically appearing next to your bed. So if you ever have that kind of incident whereby you see somebody in the night, you open your eyes just to notice there is somebody next to your bed watching you, maybe somebody sitting on your bed, and for some reason you cannot identify them properly. Sometimes you can see their face. Sometimes you feel somebody sleeping on your body and it's like you cannot wake up. You're in some kind of a paralysis. It is a sign that you're being attacked spiritually. So you need to understand how to protect yourself. It's very, very important to protect yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of chosen ones, they know what to do. So a lot of chosen ones, of course, some people, they decide to pray. Some people they can use. Me personally, I prefer to use the spiritual means, because I'm a spiritual person. So I prefer to use spiritual means to counter these attacks or things like that, because I know they're everywhere. Chosen ones, you're being hated on every level. You have a lot of haters. In every level, I can guarantee you have a lot of haters. And one of the things you're going to realize also on your journey of ascension, especially when you awaken, because before you start to ascend, eventually you're going to first of all wake up. You need to wake up first before you ascend. That is when you're going to see these demons. People will be surprised. Those demons are going to come they are going to come out of the closet. They are going to come one by one. They will be flooding in. You will not know where they are coming from. They will be flooding in. Because for those people to operate, those particular demons to operate, they need physical bodies to operate. So what they do, they first of all have to use somebody. So they're going to use a female. If you're a man, they will use a female, and they will direct that female towards you. And that person will come around and they're going to tell you, oh, they like you, they see what you're doing and they like you and everything, blah, blah, blah. So they're going to start all this kind of crap. They like you. They want to date you. They want to go with you on a coffee. Those individuals, they have been sent. If you're male, you're going to see the females. If you're female, you're going to see the males. They're going to start flocking in like they've been. You will think that is like this will be like some kind of a storm. I remember doing a video which I called The Chosen Ones. They are very highly targeted individuals. I did that video sometime back last summer. And I said some of these things. Those guys, they are coming in because remember, chosen ones, you guys, you have got a light. And that light on that dimension, it is disturbing a lot of these demons. The light that you have, the light that shines within you, is disturbing a lot of these demons. And the only thing what they have got to do is to try to come in, to sneak in. They will force their way in. They want to marry you. They want to date you. They want to sleep with you. They want to take you for a coffee. They want to do this. So if you don't have the discernment at that moment, you might fall for it. If you have not got the discernment at that moment, you will fall for it. And the very moment you fall for it, they are going to go to work straight away. Me, myself, personally, when I met the spiritual narcissist, The spiritual narcissist went to work straight away. Straight away, guys, I can guarantee you the next few days he went to work. Straight away. Those guys, they're on a mission. On this channel, I expose them and I bring out their dirty techniques, their dirty tricks to the surface so that you guys can know when you meet them along your journey and you can be able to protect yourself. So spiritual attacks are common. Pay attention to your dreams, guys. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the way you feel. Sometimes those attacks will come around and you'll feel very bad about yourself. You just all of a sudden feel you cannot get out of bed, you know? It's like you try to wake up in the morning, you cannot get out of bed for some reason, you're just lying on the bed, you don't know what you need to do. You've forgotten the things you need to do for that day. You've forgotten where you need to go, the very important appointment. Sometimes you will see, you will miss very, very important appointments. And for some reason, by some coincidence, you have missed a meeting. You've missed an interview. The things that matter to you most. So they will come in those kind of ways. The way you feel, very, very important, the way you feel. And sometimes spiritual attacks can come in ways of very, very unusual headaches. So these chosen ones also have had, they've been complaining about they've been complaining about migraines. The headache just comes out of nowhere. You have a very good day, you have eaten well, you slept well, you're just along your journey doing your own thing, and all of a sudden you get this headache. Out of nowhere, you don't know where the headache comes from. And you feel very, very bad within your head. And it's like that headache can continue for the rest of the day. All these are spiritual attacks, guys. These are what they call psychic attacks. Some of them you will feel them pain. You feel the pain in your body, a particular part of your body. Sometimes it will be a migraine. Sometimes you will see in the dream. They will come and visit you in the dream. Some of those individuals, those entities, pay very close attention to those people. If you have got a chance to see them in your dream, you go to sleep and you see those particular individuals in your dream, you have got to know this is not a coincidence. Those people, they are trying, actually no, they are not trying, they are attacking you psychically. Spiritually, they are attacking you. A lot of you guys pay very close attention. Those individuals, they are coming around, they're reading to you the scriptures. For the most of you guys who are used to, a lot of these people who are religious, you know, they are the pastors, and it's actually very confusing when it comes to the pastors. They're coming around with Bibles. They read for you the scripture of John, the scripture with this and that. They know all the scriptures, these pastors. But they're still attacking you spiritually. When they close the Bible and they put it on the side, they start to attack you spiritually. Those are the guys, they use religion to attack the chosen ones. So you guys have been wondering. The devil doesn't come in a black cloth, dressed in a black cloth, and they're looking like this and looking like that. No. The devil uses people, the people next to you. And it is most important for you to understand that it is the people next to you, guys, the closest people next to you. Because that is exactly how they will be able to do these things when they're next to you, because they'll be monitoring your moves. What do you want to do? Which course do you want to make? Where do you want to go? What are you planning? What is your plan for the future? They will be knowing each and everything, and they will know exactly how to come in because they are next to you. They're sleeping in your bed. Be aware, chosen ones. This video is to make you know, be aware of these kind of attacks. And try to know that it is okay to be alone. You've got to understand that it is okay to be alone. You don't have always to be in a relationship that is not serving you. You don't have to stay in a relationship that is not serving you because you want to impress somebody. You want to be a part of somebody's life. You only have to focus on yourself. The only thing that will ever matter to you, chosen ones, is you focusing on yourself and waking up one day and realizing that you invested a lot in yourself. The right person will always come to you. That person who doesn't come to attack you, who doesn't come to block you, who doesn't come to stop your journey, the person will always gravitate towards you. You're going to meet them. When the time comes, you're going to know they're the guys meant for you. And that is when you're going to be able to get into a very much more meaningful relationship, because you will know that those people, they mean you well. They are chosen ones like you, they are empaths like you, and they're also on the same journey like you. So those are the guys that you're going to be able to date, chosen ones. You can no longer date the people you used to date before. When you've got that paradigm shift, you can no longer date the people that you used to date before, because those people, whether you knew it, you didn't know it, they are on a very low frequency and they are being used by the devil to attack you and to stop your journey. So guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Give us a like. I thank you guys for your support. We are taking off. I've got a lot of new things coming up. And bless you. Share this video, like it, and push the notification so as you don't miss out in case I upload new ones. Much love and blessings, guys. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye now.